If you thought that ballooning was always a serene pastime, then you should have been at day 5 of the British National Ballooning Champs. Because there's nothing sedate about 15 racing balloons lifting off, each about 1/6 the size of a normal balloon.
Good luck, Vale!
A lot more responsive, yeah. The burners are the same power, so as you put the burn in a huge balloon, obviously it's going to take a lot of time to react. If you're carrying 2.5 ton of weight, which is what you've got in a big balloon, I'm carrying about 600 kilograms or something.
The balloons steer by moving to varying altitudes where the winds blow in different directions. On each flight, pilots are set between 2 and 5 tasks, which essentially come down to guiding your balloon to a target point and dropping a marker, or baggie as they're known in balloon circles. So take off and fly to a few marks. Sounds simple, but to really get an idea of what's involved, we need to turn the clock back a few hours.
You can stick to that as much as you can, what's in your head and what you've actually planned beforehand, then obviously the better your flight will go.
The balloons fly in the evening or early morning when winds are lightest. But this evening the test balloons are showing fickle winds, so most competitors head off to an alternative takeoff point. And at last they're off. Much thinner than regular balloons, they're able to ascend at around 1,700 feet per minute, around twice as fast as their fuller shaped counterparts.
I have 3 golden rules for competition flying, and that's always get a score, never lose your baggie, and don't make silly mistakes.
In a field including world and European champions, there was no shortage of skill amongst the pilots. The skill for us, however, was in trying to follow them.
He's over there.
But at last we tracked one down.
Yeah, I dropped all my markers pretty much on the goals I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
And they were quite good drops. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
You're still alive.
Yeah.
That's always a bonus, I suppose.
Have you gone?
So we found the balloon, we helped them pack it up, and you're thinking, that's great, we're done, go to the pub, have a pint or something. But no, now we have to go and find the markers they've thrown out of the balloon so they can measure how accurately they've been dropped. There's a little bit of ballooning and a lot of other stuff.
Look. Oh God, that's
Can you actually see where it is, or you've
Not
got
yet.
a rough idea? It's
I've got
in
a
there
rough
somewhere.
idea where it is. It's literally just on the other side of the hedge here. So this cross in the circle shows the centre point of this junction, and this
So
is where we're sort of aiming for.
ideally your tag would have been sitting right there,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
as opposed to over there.
Marker dropped to 20:43.
Having
Time
risen at
found was
4:30 this
20:15:07.
morning, your competitors will be able to grab a few hours sleep tonight, but the judges aren't so lucky. What time do you think you'll get to bed tonight?
I think it's more a question of will we get to bed tonight.
Their cause isn't helped by the odd interruption.
To
Absolutely furious. Really furious.
Was that a
that door should be shut, you know.
Was that a
No, that's the upset wife of an upset competitor.
Yes, everyone's tired, but they all roll up again next morning.
Of course, people are getting tired, people are competitive, everybody wants to win, and there's a big rule book that people are sort of dibbing in and out of. And so, yeah, inevitably, it's not going to be a peaceful ride all the way through.
And there's also rumblings going on that we as observers, because we're adhering to the rules which are in our handbook, it is costing them money.
But the arguments were soon forgotten as they once again entrusted their success to skill, guile, and grooming products.
Very expensive hair mousse for looking at the winds down. So I dropped
Really?
some hair mousse, see what the winds are doing,
Why particularly hair mousse?
because it's easier to see. It's white. Hair mousse or shaving foam.
Okay,
So just happen to have hair mousse. Oh,
we've learned something today.
somebody's away.
Someone's away. We'll let you go and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Costing around $35,000 each, one British company makes about 40% of the world's balloons, some 180 a year. But only 5 to 10 of those will be racing balloons. Quite a lot of driving around and ballooning. A lot. As for our hopes of filming 15 racing balloons swooping in low over a mark, they were foiled by the winds. The balloons all stayed high, and most of the baggies ended well wide of the target.
We have to measure to the nearest part of the bag, so it's right here. So
Is that precise?
yeah, absolutely. Centimeters are important because yeah, absolutely. I mean, even when they're this far out, because if somebody else is over there and it's that close, it can be the difference between a place and not can be maybe 100 points.
Well, we'll let you get on with your work.
No problem, thanks.
You're obviously very busy. And as we watched the balloons disappear into the distance, I couldn't help but think of the words once uttered by Catherine the Great, who may or may not have been a keen balloonist. A wind is blowing, and that gives you either imagination or a headache.
We have done more flying tasks than I can remember for quite a few years. They've all been good competitive flights. So yeah, pretty happy.